Hi, welcome to Fairview Range Focus. I'm Jessica Schuster, Marketing and Public Relations Supervisor at Fairview Range. Today I have with me Bev Moberg, the Volunteer Service Coordinator, Misty Koskela, the Gift Nook Coordinator, and Brittany Cedar, who is a volunteer at Fairview Range. So thank you very much for being with us today. We're going to talk about the volunteer program at Fairview Range and kind of all the different aspects of that and what it takes to be a volunteer, who can be a volunteer, and all of those types of things. So I guess we'll just start at what do you want people to know about being a volunteer at Fairview Range?
Well, Jessica, I'd like people to know that volunteers are considered to be a very valued member of the Fairview healthcare team. You know, each day men and women donate their time and talents to enhance the patient and visitor experience. They're part of a team of inclusive, friendly, caring people who have a common goal to help provide the best quality healthcare services to our community. I also believe that the volunteer program provides a foundation for wellness for individuals who maybe they are recently retired, maybe they've experienced an empty nest, or maybe they've lost a loved one. Perhaps they've just moved into the community, or they're a stay-at-home parent that would like to find an outside activity to be involved in. It's almost anyone who is seeking to share their time and talents and then belong to a caring community of people. The program is very adaptable. We work, it's a flexible program. We adapt to the changes that are taking place in healthcare, in generational differences and the needs. Volunteers are able to select their own area of service by exploring their interests, their abilities, and their own time schedule. And so we adapt to snowbirds that are going away for the winter, cabin dwellers who go to the lake in the summer, and we pretty much flex over everybody's individual vacation and personal commitments.
That's really good. I know being flexible is something people are always looking for. And we'll touch on later about the areas of service that you did mention, all the different opportunities that there are. Can you tell me what is the purpose of the volunteer program?
Well, the purpose of the program is to really coordinate the efforts of the medical center volunteers and the volunteer service organization. It's a time to offer the best quality volunteer services that we can while respecting the dignity and the needs of the community, the volunteers, and the patients. We provide well-trained and compassionate volunteers that offer that friendly touch to our patients. We also complement and supplement the goals and objectives of the medical center programs and departments. As well, we conduct some fundraising activities. This is for the purpose of giving back to the medical center through medical equipment and services. In 2016, our volunteer service organization, I think they served more than 14,000 hours, and they gave back $78,000 to purchase medical equipment to enhance a patient's care there at the Fairview Range. We also have a $2,000 scholarship that's given annually to a Hibbing Community College student who is interested in a healthcare profession.
Wow. That's probably a lot more than people realize that comes out of a volunteer program. So that's a lot of money and a lot of good things that you give back.
Right,
so,
we do make a difference.
Yeah, I can definitely see. Who can become a volunteer?
Well, that's an interesting question. You know, for a long time, volunteering at Fairview Range is associated with the auxiliary. And many people feel like the name auxiliary indicates that it's a women's group, and that's really not true. We have men and women that work in various capacities at the medical center. And so any man or woman, in fact, I wanted to tell you that the volunteers voted to change the name from auxiliary to the volunteer service organization. And the reason for doing that is to kind of encourage a change of perception, because really any man or woman 18 years or older can become a volunteer. And they do that by filling out a volunteer packet, attending a regularly scheduled orientation session. And it's during this session that we kind of explore their interests and availability, and then they make a choice of where they want to serve.
Okay. So it's the flexibility aspect again where they really get to have a say in where they're going to be volunteering at. So what would you say the personal benefit is for a person to become a volunteer?
Well, you know, volunteering encourages personal wellness and life purpose. And I feel that volunteers have a sense of belonging to a caring community of people that serve others. They have fun while contributing to the welfare of others. It gives them a chance to be active in their community and share their talents. I know the volunteers feel good about the contributions they make to serving others, as well as making new friendships, you know, developing new friendships. Again, I want to say that it's an adaptable program. We work around personal schedules, and yet it brings them up, it provides a place which they can belong. Also, they receive recognition, and they do this through day-to-day recognition and appreciation from senior management, from visitors, from the staff, from each other, also through promotions and awards. And I just, at this point, I'd like to say, you know, volunteerism, if you've gone through a difficult life change, that volunteerism is really a way to reinvent yourself.
Yeah, that's another good way to look at it. We have talked about that you have all these areas that a volunteer can work in. What are some of those areas?
Well, we really have two basic areas of volunteering. One is considered the medical center volunteer. These are the volunteers that serve at the different service areas in the hospital and the clinic. You can find them at information desks, at guest services, in the patient family waiting area, in the gift nook. We also have the second one is the special projects volunteers, and these are the people that assist the volunteer service organization with their social events. And I think we do have a clip that we're going to show later on that is one of our annual meetings. And so it's a time for the volunteers to have a little social time, get to know each other. They also assist with fundraising activities that I mentioned earlier to purchase equipment, and then we do service projects.
Okay. Well, I know we did get the opportunity to go and talk with some of those volunteers. So we do have some footage that we'd like to show, showing these volunteers in their environment where they're volunteering. So let's go take a look at those right now.
Hi, welcome to Fairview Range. My name is Jeannie. I am a volunteer at the North Entrance Information Center. My duties include greeting people as they come into the hospital.
And I'm Gloria. I work in guest services. I deliver mail and paper, and I deliver flowers. I go visit the patients and ask them if they need any help with anything.
I've been a volunteer since November of last year, and I love it. And there are a lot of nice people that are volunteers, and the doctors and the nurses and all the people are really fun to be around.
And I've been a volunteer for going on 4 years. And I enjoy it. I enjoy visiting with the patients. And just some of them are so nice. The best part of volunteering is we get to meet new people. The people we do volunteer with are always there to help you if you do have a question. They're fun to be around. And you get out of the house.
It is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to my Thursday mornings coming here, and it's always a good time.
Hi, I'm Yvonne. This is the surgical family waiting. This is where people, they go to admitting and they get registered and they get a little pager, which looks like this. It's got a pager number on it, and they get one of these, and what it does is that the department that they're going to be having a test done in or going to the day surgery, when they're ready to bring the patient, come for the patient, they beep. They go off in red. The family member stays here with the pager, and so then after they're been prepped, you would call it prepped, this little pager will go off again, telling us that I can take the family back to the day center, and they can sit with their family until they go and have the day surgery done. And that's one of the duties that I do. Or we do have another little waiting room where they go into day surgery. They can sit in there. Those are my duties. I've been here for 5 years. Oh, the reason why I like to volunteer is people. People. I enjoy people.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and I volunteer here at the Gift Nook. It's a great place to find a gift for someone special, flowers if you're visiting someone in the hospital, or a new baby gift. It's a great place to volunteer and to be part of a team and to feel like you're doing something that's very rewarding to give back to the hospital, the patients, the families, and your community. We'd love for you to join us.
Hi, I'm Sharon. You've just seen what the Gift Nook has in store for you. My job, after 2.5 years, I receive all of this merchandise. I unpack it, I price it, and enter it into our computer system, making all of this available to you for those wonderful gift ideas. So for me, every time I'm here, it's just like Christmas.
Hi, my name is Lillian, and I am one of the volunteers here at the Gift Nook. We have many volunteers, and they each have different tasks to perform. And I am in charge of, with other ladies that help me, we do displays. In other words, any new merchandise that we get in the store, we try to arrange it the best possibly we can, and that's easy to look at, and for the shoppers, easy to find what they're looking for. And we also have a section of baby clothing over here, and also, why don't you follow me, and I can show you where we have adult things like clothing and purses for ladies. You want to follow me? Yes, here we have purses for ladies of all kinds of sizes, and also we have traveling, additional traveling carry-ons, tops for any occasion, pants, and more purses. So we have as much as possible. We have many ladies here that help, and it's a wonderful place to volunteer. After I retire about 2 years, then I decided I had to do something good and return something for the community. So I decided to volunteer. I met many, many wonderful ladies, and it's a fun place to work.
So that was really great to see some of those volunteers and talking about what they are doing at the hospital. I know that was just a few of them, but how many volunteers are there in the volunteer service organization?
Well, Jessica, we have about 150 volunteers, and I know we saw that we have like quarterly meetings. It is a time for the volunteers to get together socially. We usually have a theme. We do some fun things. We have our elections. We have a business meeting. So we just have a vast way for people to connect and feel like they belong.
All right, that sounds great. I think another aspect of volunteer services that people may not realize is that the volunteers are the ones who work in the Gift Nook, which is the gift shop at the hospital. Misty, can you kind of talk about the role that a volunteer plays in the Gift Nook and how they make that happen?
Okay, yeah. There's maybe, I would say, 3 points of the Gift Nook. We have our receiving, that's where all of our inventory comes in. So we have a team that receives all of it, takes it all out, prices it, gets it ready to go to the shop. We have our display team, and they work on all the beautiful displays that you see around the hospital and the link in the shop. And there's a big display case down on the first floor by the cafeteria and the elevators. And then we have, excuse me, we have our Gift Nook workers. We have some volunteers that work twice a week, some that work once a week, some that work every other week, once a month, and then we have subs. We even have volunteers that just come in and work during special sales or special events. And the biggest part of the Gift Nook, and it's surprising to me how many people do not realize this, that we are not for profit. We are actually the biggest fundraising portion of the Volunteer Services Organization. And this last year we were able to donate $78,000 towards equipment that benefits patient care.
Yeah, so people can feel good about when they're shopping there, that their money is literally going back to the hospital and helping pay for equipment and programs and things that can help benefit our patients. So
Right.
if that doesn't get people shopping, then I don't know what will. Anything else in the Gift Nook that you wanted to mention, or how often is it open maybe? Do you want to say what the hours are?
We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. So there's another perk for our volunteers. We don't do weekends. We only do weekends during the holiday season from November through the weekend before Christmas.
Okay.
And a couple special events during the bazaar. We're open until, I believe, like 7. And then we have one night before Christmas we're open till midnight, and that's our Midnight Madness. Same night as our memorial tree lighting. So it's great. I mean, because retail can be scary for anyone, and usually it's the schedule. So other than our fun, unique products we have something for everyone and every occasion. So if you don't have it in your budget to donate, this is a perfect place to come shop, because you are donating by shopping there. So.
All right, sounds good. And Brittany, you are the volunteer or service organization fundraising team leader. So can you talk about what the events are that this program does and kind of your role in those?
Sure. We have 5 main events that we do each year, and our first one is our Pie Social, which is in April. It'll be on April 11th this year, and it's 12:30 to 2:30. And this year, something new is we're going to have a men's trio performing in the patient and family waiting area at 1 o'clock. And then pie and coffee is $5, and we'll be doing drawings. And then we'll also be having the vendor jewelry is fun in the link hallway, and they'll be there on April 11th and April 12th, all day until 5 o'clock. And then the Gift Nook will be offering 20% off. So it should be a really fun day. I'm really excited about it, and I think it's great for the community to participate, and other volunteers love bringing their friends with them. So it's a really nice day. So I'm excited about that this year and the new changes that we'll be doing for the Pie Social. And then in July, we normally have the garden tour. And with the gardening tour, we partner with Hibbing Chisholm Gardening Club. So we kind of split the profits, but I think it's a good outreach with their group and with our group, and kind of reaching out to other clubs. And it's a nice time of fellowship. We usually do 3 different gardens, and they meet at the tourist center, the senior center, and they get a map, and we do coffee and bars. All the volunteers, the baking team makes bars, and then they get the map and they see like 3 different gardens, and they're entered into some drawings for prizes that are donated by local greenhouses. And I know the Gift Nook donates a prize every year. So that's a fun event, and that's in July. And this year we're going to try to make sure that it's on the same time as Organs in Review, so we can kind of coordinate all of that, so it's a fun day for everybody that's interested. And then our next big event is in October, which is our Festival of Holidays Bazaar. And that's a really big event for our volunteer service organization. There's a lot of time that goes into it, a lot of planning, but it's a really great day. So we look forward to that every year. It's one of our biggest fundraisers that we have, and we do crafts. We have baking. The Gift Nook is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with 20% off. We have a luncheon downstairs in the cafeteria of the hospital. And then we'll also be bringing in a vendor this year, which is also a new thing for us. So we'll have a vendor in the Linkway the day of the bazaar and the day after the bazaar. So if you're there on the day of the bazaar and you didn't get a chance because you're busy with other things, you can come in the next day and still support the vendor. And then something new this year for volunteer services is we're sponsoring it's called Design and Dine, a dinner out at Valentini's. And the date of this new event is November 14th. We're super excited about that. So essentially what it will be is yourself and 6 to 7 friends will purchase a table and you'll decorate it with a theme, and then each table will have a hostess. And what they'll do is they'll introduce their dining companions, and then they'll talk about the theme, and then you just have dinner and visit, and we'll do some fun stuff. We'll have Lucky Buck will be available, split the pot raffle, and so it's just a night out, a fun night out, I think, and then the profits will go back to the VSO to in turn go back to the medical facility. So that's new this year. We'll have more information as we get everything worked out, but it's in the planning, and so I'm excited about that. And then our final event is in December. We do the Tree of Love, which is another good event for the community and fellowship time. We offer ornaments for $5, and then they can be decorated. And then we have a tree that we hang in patient and family waiting. And then all the ornaments are there, and we have a lighting ceremony. And then we do caroling, and we have coffee, and the gift nook is open. 20% off for Midnight Madness. So, and they're open until midnight, so we offer that special all day, and that's just a really great event. And I know the first year it was new to us. This will be our 3rd year this December, so it's growing, and I think it's getting popular as more people know about it. So those are our main events. And then I also just wanted to touch on, we have vendor sales in the Link hallway, and we work with 5 different vendors. And we do 9 different sales throughout the year. So last year, our ability to give back from these vendor sales was $6,300. So when people are supporting those events, it's really great for us to be able to give back to the medical center. And we have been trying to get the word out on our Facebook page. That's pretty popular now, so I'm excited about that. We're doing that, and just getting all of our information out to people, and the community is very supportive of those events, and we appreciate that a lot. So I'm excited. This is a new thing, so I think it's working out really well.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of events that you guys are busy with all year round, it sounds like.
Yes.
So, and they all have the same purpose or the same cause of raising money to give back to the hospital, which, you know, I think is just, you can't beat that. You know, that's very, very good. And you guys probably stay very busy with trying to get all those events planned, and even adding more each year, it sounds like. So yeah, you guys do a great job. So I think we're almost out of time, but was there anything else you wanted to add about volunteer services?
Well, I would like to say that Fairview Range Medical Center is the place to volunteer. We're flexible, we're purposeful, and we have a lot of fun. And I just want to encourage you to call me, Bev Moberg, at 362-6112, so we can explore all the possibilities of volunteering and to see how you can become a part of this community of inclusive, friendly, and caring people, so you too can make a difference.
I happen to know that you also just launched an online application for your volunteers.
We sure did.
So that's something that if a person is interested, they can call you, or they can go on to our Fairview Range website, and then there's a volunteer services page, and then the link they can find right on that page. So that is new as well, and I think we're definitely excited to have that option for people now. So good. Okay, well, anything else? No? Okay, I think we did cover it all. It sounds like it. So, okay, well, thank you very much for watching our show this month. And thank you to Bev and Misty and Brittany for coming. And we'll be back next month with a new show. Thanks for watching.
Hibbing Public Access Television would like to thank U.S. Bank for providing us with studio space.